So a couple of hours ago, I actually watched this video called Remembering the Weird Nintendo and Why It Was So Special by a YouTuber called Star Leo. And yeah, it was definitely a special time, especially think like for me, yep, it was definitely a special time. And because for me, it was my childhood. It was a whole bunch of things that was just so perfectly coming together in my childhood that was just made it feel so nice to just be there at the time. And you really had to be there to get exactly what it was like. Like for me, I was interested in many different things. I was like through Nintendo, I was interested in things like Japan. I was interested in anime. I was interested in, oh, I just said Nintendo, but you get the point. I was interested in a whole bunch of things that's Japan centric and community centric, and a huge part of that was actually instilled in me through Nintendo. Now, one of my core values to this day actually is having a community. So a lot of people will come on here and just try to be like, they want views or they want money or they want fame. And for me, all those things they don't give me any kind of sense of purpose. Like working to have some kind of money or working to have fame. Well, I mean, money is like you need money, of course, but like to solely chase after that instead of chasing after just what makes you happy. Because as a kid, you didn't have no money, but things made you happy. There's some things as a kid that people were fortunate enough to they had that just made them happy. Like for me, one of those things with Nintendo and its community. And the first introduction I had to the Nintendo community was through Etika. And we all know Etika. We all remember him. We all know all these good memories we had. I remember times where I was just chilling in the stream instead of doing my homework, or I was just staying up late night when I shouldn't have been, or just a whole bunch of memories of having a good time. And the first time I actually found his channel was in 2014. At the time, I was actually 8 years old. Yes, I was that young. And I actually freaking the thing that actually just resonated with me is just the way that he like even as a grown man struggled with some of the same issues that I was dealing with as I grew up. And of course, when you're a little kid, like 8 years old, you're not really dealing with much. And it's like, yes, you're a kid. You still have things that you deal with, but they're not as serious as things as when you get older. So for me, I actually grew up and it was fun watching the progression of the community, watching everybody build up, watching everybody like come together. And it's crazy to me because like, that still lives in me. I can't like that sense of having a small community in a large community. You have a large community with a small community vibe, and that's something that just stuck with me like just forever. And you can even see this in the way that I make friends today. Actually, you can't see it, but I can. I can see it in the way that I make friends today. There's not a single friend that I have that isn't just gonna have a good time with each other no matter where they're from. And that's something that I feel is like just we're losing. And as Star Leo actually said in the video, we don't have that same feeling because like there's new presidents at Nintendo, like the world's changed and just the audience in general has changed too. Like you have Doug Bowser and you have Furukawa as president in Japan. And it's like despite them being presidents for so long, we haven't had any kind of skits or any kind of like fun little vibes. Like 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 we haven't had any of the skits or any of the fun things that Iwata and Reggie actually brought to the table. Iwata and Reggie brought so much passion and authenticity, just so much like just they were so clear about the way that they wanted to present themselves, and it was just in a way that made the actual viewer connect with them. The viewer and the audience, they connected with the developers. And when the developers connect with the audience comes back and connects with each other. So that was like one of the biggest things that I actually valued the most because you would have YouTubers as big as Etika getting almost 1 million subscribers feeling just as big as YouTubers like CND or Irving or Rachel and all of them. Like HMK, all these YouTubers that you just know coming together through community. You may have found them through another YouTuber, but no one YouTuber ever felt larger than the other. And that's something that I actually want to do. That's something that I want to build for myself, whether it even be in YouTube or outside of YouTube. And it's like the work to do that is like, it's hard. Like, I understand that it's hard. It's hard to have this kind of feeling where you can just learn how to find the right people that just like stick by you all the time. It's hard sometimes to just talk to people because a lot of us just grow up with very bad anxiety, just like myself. I grew up with very bad anxiety. I still have anxiety, and I can't just talk to people like that. I mean, it depends on the setting though. In a setting where I feel community, I can just talk to anyone. I'm a social butterfly at heart, but it's just when you go to school and you have different people kind of just like talking to you a certain way, or people trying to fit in this way and you never fit in yourself, you just have a hard time doing that. And I was gonna say something, but I completely forgot what it was. I completely forgot what it was. I can't even tell what I'm doing, bro. But I think it had something to do with like this. Well, I mean, I already covered the skits, but like it was that magic, like that dynamic between Iwata and Reggie that you just loved so much. Like when you saw them reveal the freaking Smash 4 and they was like, like that's the magic, bro. And actually, let me put the video on right now. I don't know why I don't have it on already. So hold up. Now I gotta put it on. And right here. Boom. So that's the video right there. Starleo. Let me actually scroll down just a little bit so you can see his name. Starleo, right there. And it's crazy because the love that this community has, it's immaculate. You can't get anything like this. You can get nothing like this anywhere. And it's just that passion that you feel. And that thing that I was about to say that I forgot about, it was that, yes, despite the fact that you have the leaders at Nintendo, I was saying how Reggie and Iwata had that dynamic. They are leaders at Nintendo, and they present to us this deal of authenticity, this deal of like true passion for what they're doing and the creativity in their things. And that inspired the viewers, that inspired us. And some of us became YouTubers like C&D or Etika or HMK or all other different types of freaking YouTubers. And like you make communities out of that, and those communities connect to the YouTubers who connect to Nintendo, and it's like you get to share that passion. Like I remember as a kid, I was so excited to see Etika's reaction to Mewtwo because I was that excited. And you feel that, like you feel like as a really small kid, to see so many other people just as excited as you about things when you're the only kid in your neighborhood, or maybe the only kid in your school that really likes Nintendo like that. I mean, I had a couple of people at my school that played Nintendo games and all that, but it's like to feel that on such a larger scale, you get inspired by it, and now you inherit those feelings, you inherit that sense of community. And me personally, I want to be a part of that. So we have the new console. And with that said, you actually have the new console coming out next year, or not coming out, but like they said, new console rumored to. I forgot the freaking words, bro. I forgot the words, but new console rumored to actually be revealed next year, and it's like, oh my god, that's like that right there is your opportunity, because going back to what I said about how Reggie and Iwata and all the people at Nintendo made such a huge like community and personality through connection with viewers. I feel like it's our turn. It's our turn as creators to actually have more connection with viewers as well. We have connections with viewers, and that just grows into a larger thing into hopefully to a point where Nintendo just notices the passion that we have for this community, and maybe even the next person to just be inspired by us. Maybe it doesn't even have to be us that makes this change. Maybe the next person that's inspired by our actions, inspired by our changes that we made, or just our enthusiasm, maybe they get to step up and become new people at Nintendo who actually just bring that magic back into the world. Because I know we all have this feeling that the magic of the world's just been fading away and disappearing, and it hasn't been the same since COVID, or it hasn't been the same since Etika passed away. And things just kind of been falling out of place. So that new console, I feel like that new reveal is going to be, that's just going to be another opportunity for us. It's going to be that opportunity for so many people to come up and get excited, just have huge reactions, and just be as wild as they can imagine. And then all of that coming around and everybody showing love to each other, everybody going into each other's communities again, and just having a good time. And that's all I really want, because there's no number, there's nothing numerical, there's nothing materialistic that you can ever buy that feeling with. You can never buy that feeling with anything that's just a number, or anything that's just an object. Like nothing can compare to that feeling. And I actually just want to be a part of that. Someone who's just been interested in so many different things, has centered around both Nintendo, Japan, anime, all types of stuff. I want to bring all these things together because I know I never had that space. And going to Etika's channel was almost like my third space, because there's so many people that just weren't like me, and that was the only place where it just felt like you could be you. Like it was the only place where it felt like you could be you without being judged, and everybody felt the same way. Like your different challenges that you face, like having to like having so many different anxieties that you go through after just being not feeling accepted anywhere. You make a space. See, for me, my solution to never feeling accepted was to make my own space where others feel accepted, where I can accept others and they accept me, and we all accept each other in return. And we do that through different ways. We do that through ways of, say, for example, god dang, bro, freaking scrambling in my head. Well, either way, you do this through ways of expression that we all enjoy. Like, we can all connect over Japan. Like, I know people that have no interest in Nintendo at all that would love Japan, and I help them connect through that. Like, I have people who actually texted me yesterday saying they want to actually do some college in Japan, or they want to go on a trip in Japan, and everybody just get along. Everybody gets along through different interests that connect with each other, and you just want to kind of take this culture and use that as a way to just connect people. That's what I think culture is really about. Culture is about connecting people, and the Nintendo culture, the culture of the world and everything, just, it's unmatched. And with that new console, hopefully, and just maybe, I can be a part of that. And that's all I really want. All I really want is just to have a space for me. Like, come on, bro. Is that too much to ask? Is it too much to ask to have a space? Like, I'm just saying, it's it's all love, man. And just that next opportunity is just what we all strive for. And I just can't wait for it. That's all I gotta say. I just can't wait for it. That being said, just love to that community, bro. Love it, bro.